Let's get something straight, man. Testosterone is very important, but it's not the only hormone running the show, my guys. Men keep blaming everything on low testosterone, and as somebody who actually talks to guys about testosterone a lot, it's not your only issue. I always ask guys, what if your thyroid is sluggish? What if your cortisol is frying your system? What if your estrogen is quietly building a coop in the background, and you so worried about testosterone you ain't even paying attention? In this video, I'm breaking down the other hormones men absolutely need to track if they care about energy, muscle, sleep, sex drive, and mental focus, and basically staying alive and useful. And I'm pretty sure you're one of those guys. What I want you to do is I want you to stick around to the end because I'll give you the full hormone panel I run on patients who are tired of guessing and ready to feel like themselves again. Let's break this down now. I'm Chris Caldwell, men's health practitioner, and I've helped thousands of dads, husbands, and business owners optimize their testosterone, but also everything else that's happening under the hood. Because hormones don't work alone, they're more like a band. If the testosterone is the lead singer, like Michael Jackson, these other guys are Tito. So just keep that in mind. It's a rhythm section, man. They're all working together. So let's look at the whole entire picture. Again, guys, I want to tell you 5 hormones you should be tracking beyond just testosterone. Let's walk through these hormones that often get ignored, but directly impact how you feel, think, sleep, and perform, guys. Number 1, besides testosterone, is thyroid hormones. I'm talking free T3, free T4, and TSH. If testosterone is your power, I want you to think about thyroid as your metabolism spark plug. When your thyroid is off, you're going to feel sluggish. You know what I mean? Just like I wake up in the morning, I just don't have no energy. You're going to feel cold. I mean, literally cold. You're going to have brain fog. You're going to be depressed. And yes, guys, low libido. Even if you have normal testosterone levels, thyroid can actually throw off your libido level. So what labs do you want to test? Number 1 is a TSH, but do not just let your provider run a TSH because they will try to do it. You need a TSH. You need a free T3, a free T4, a reverse T3, and a TPO antibodies because you want to try to rule out any type of Hashimoto's, which is a disease of the thyroid. Most guys only get their TSH test. That's like checking your gas light without looking at the actual tank. Fixing your thyroid function often brings testosterone up with it. So if you can fix your thyroid, most guys don't know this. If you fix a guy's thyroid, most times his testosterone levels are going to increase with it also. So they're like tag team partners. Number two is a cortisol, especially in morning cortisol. Cortisol isn't just a stress hormone, even though I like to refer to it as a stress hormone to simplify it. It's actually your body's alert system. And when it's too high or too low, everything else suffers. So if it's too much cortisol, you're going to feel burnout. You're going to have fat storage. You're going to have sleep issues. If it's too little, you're going to just feel fatigue, brain fog, and just low drive in life. It also directly lowers your testosterone. So when it's chronically elevated, your testosterone levels will decline. You want to test it in the morning with cortisol peaks. You can do blood or saliva. If it's flatline or too high, you want to time it to fix your sleep, your stress, and your recovery game. If this is making sense for you guys, do me one thing. Go ahead and push subscribe for your boy. I post weekly videos breaking down men's health, hormones, energy, performance, and I skip all them gimmicks. Back to number 3. Estrogen, specifically an estradiol. Men need estrogen too. I know that's very shocking to you, but it has to be in the right range. Low estrogen can mean joint pain, mood swings, poor libido. High estrogen means you're becoming more like a female. I had to say that. Fat storage, irritability, water retention, and a moody dad energy. So what you want to do is you want to test the estradiol. If you're able to get an ultra sensitive estradiol, you want to keep that level between 15 and 45. I always tell guys, if you're getting your testosterone check, you better be getting your estradiol check. Number 4 is a DHEA/S. That's the precursor hormone. So DHEA is like the raw material your body actually uses to make testosterone, estrogen, and other hormones. So if your DHEA is often low, men usually have chronic stress, inflammation, and adrenal fatigue. So what you want to test is a DHEA/S. This is a serum blood test. If the levels are low, you're having poor hormone output. DHEA is often overlooked, but when it's optimized, it supports libido and just overall vitality. Number 5, insulin and blood sugar markers. It's not a hormone people usually talk about, but insulin is a hormone. High insulin levels equal low testosterone, increased estrogen, fat gain, and sluggish energy. It also suppresses SHBH, which binds to testosterone. So the way that you want to test your insulin, it actually has a few different tests. You have a fasting insulin, a fasting glucose, a A1C, which lets you know your 3-month average. If you could fix your insulin, and if you fix your insulin, your testosterone usually raises naturally. Blood sugar helps balance hormone stability. So I tell guys, if we can balance and get your blood sugar straight, your hormone balance will take care of itself. So let's do a soft recap of the big 5, because I know this is a lot of information. You need to check a thyroid. Thyroid deals with metabolism, mood, and mental clarity. Make that pretty simple. Thyroid, the 3 M's. You want to check cortisol. Cortisol is going to control your stress and your energy outputs. You want to check your estrogen because of libido, joint, and emotional regulation. And then you want to make DHEA, which is your building blocks of all your hormones. Make sure that that's straight. And then also check your insulin because it can affect your testosterone, your blood sugar, and just fat gain. Your testosterone doesn't work in isolation. You're not just looking for low testosterone. You're out of sync. You got to track all 5 of these, fix the weak links, and watch your energy come back online, guys. So let me give you the information, some of the stuff that I actually promised you guys. If you really want to optimize your hormones, here's what to ask for. Get your piece of paper. I'll give you a couple of seconds to get a piece of paper. All right. You want to get a total testosterone, a free testosterone, estradiol, if it's available, a sensitive estradiol. Sometimes that test is hard to go by. Sometimes it can be expensive, just being real with you. You also want to check a TSH, a free T3, a free T4, and a reverse T3. Then you want to do an AM cortisol level. You want to do a DHEA/S. You want to do a fasting insulin, glucose, and an A1C. And then you also want to do an SHBG, which is a sex hormone binding globulin. And yes, track your vitamin D. I'm going to sprinkle that one on there. It supports all of it. This isn't about vanity. It's about actual function, my guys. If you could test smarter, you don't have to wait until your hormones are screaming for help. You can actually just get ahead of this. If anything in this video made you say, hey, man, maybe I need to get that test done, or maybe these are issues that I'm having, don't guess. I actually did something for you guys. I actually put together a free low testosterone quiz. No email needed, no spamming, no nothing. As soon as you click the button, guess what happens? It works. And also put together a PDF that lets you know some of this exact same information, so you actually didn't have to write it down. Gotcha. But you can actually download that for free. I'm not going to ask for any email because I'm doing this to actually help guys out. So what I want you to do is go in the description. You'll find the link for that website so that you can actually push it and download it. The only thing I ask for in return is a subscriber. I'm trying to grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers, and please help me by doing your part. All you got to do is push a button. That's boom. That's all you got to do. As always, I'm Chris from Man Health Channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's get started on that now.